Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I first off want to start off by saying thank you to all the new people who have subscribed to my channel and who actually enjoy my channel. It really means a lot. Thank you for the support and love. Let's keep my channel growing. Guys, when I tell you this story is probably one of my favorite stories to tell because the way I got her was so unexpected. Let me tell you a little background story. I've had two dogs for this one, and this dog is my recent dog that I've gotten. I've had her for about a year. Back to what I was saying. I personally am a dog lover. I prefer dogs over cats, if I'm being honest. I think my first dog was given to me in elementary school. I'm not really sure. I did it. So let's start with the story. It started at a sleepover. I was sleeping over at my friend's house and she happened to mention she was getting a dog, and I was like, okay, like I'll go with you, you know. So we have our sleepover. The next morning we head over to the breeder's house. Y'all, when I showed up to the house, the amount of puppies I saw was unimaginable. Like, I couldn't even believe it. Like, I was in puppy heaven. It was the best thing ever. We show up and the breeder greets us and she shows us around. She shows us the puppies, and you know, I'm pretty much in heaven, like admiring every puppy that was there. And my friend was choosing her dog. Have in mind, I couldn't get a dog and I was dying to take one home, like dying. My friend's mom and the breeder were talking. Me and my friend would look at the puppies, admiring them, and we find one in particular and we're like, oh my god, like this dog has to be yours. It was so hard to pick. Like, I'm telling you, there was so many puppies. It was unbelievable. So as my friend's picking one, I'm by the breeder. She sits down near me on a table with my friend's mom. They're having a conversation and she asks me, like, why don't you take one? Like, I'll give you this one. She picks one up. I'm in love. I don't care what color. I don't care if she's small or if she's the runt. I don't care. I'll take her. And she offers me her. And usually, guys, these dogs are about $200 to $1,000. And this was a steal, pretty much. I was getting her for free. No money whatsoever. I got the biggest offer of my life, and I was like, I have to take her. I just have to take her. The puppy. My friend's mom's like, oh no, like her mom wouldn't let her. And I was like, oh my god, that's true. Like, I can't. I would love to take her, but I can't. Long story short, she convinced me and I took her. At this point, I don't know what I was gonna do because my mom, she would not accept the puppy whatsoever. I know how she is and I knew she was gonna accept it. But eventually we show up to her house and we take him a bath because it was midsummer, up to like 120 or so, and they were full of dirt because the mud was keeping them cool because they were outside. And we give them a bath. After the bath, they knock out like little babies. Then I get a call from my mom and she's on her way for me, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, that was not the plan. This is not how it's supposed to go, because usually they were gonna drop me off with the puppy. But my mom decided to come for me, picked me up, and I'm over here freaking out because I don't know what I'm gonna do. My backpack that I had my clothes in had a hole in there, so what came to mind was that I was gonna sneak her in. Crazy, but I actually snuck in my dog, and my backpack happened to have a hole in it, as I said, and the first thing that came to mind was, okay, like, she's going into my backpack. You guys, when I put her in there, I was scared she was gonna cry or make any noise, but she slept like a baby inside the backpack. No sound whatsoever, no whining, no crying, no nothing. Everything was going perfect. At home, I knew I could trust my dad. So I ran in here, I told my dad I have a dog. Obviously he didn't believe me because he didn't see it, and he laughed, and I was like, no, I really have a dog. And I pull out my dog out of the backpack and he was like in shock. He was like, where is this dog from? Like, where'd you get her? And I was like, oh, like they gave her to me, you know. And he was cool about it. He didn't really care. My dad's a dog lover as well, so it didn't really bug him. So that day we were leaving to dinner, and I came into my room, dropped her off, left her in the room. Everything was good. I come back and my mom, no clue whatsoever. No crying, no whining, nothing. And especially since she was in my room, she wasn't ever gonna see her. Not until the next morning where I actually got caught. Eventually I knew I was gonna have to come forward with it and tell my mom, and eventually she was gonna see her because I live in the same household. So we were planning on leaving to SD, and I left my door open with a little crack. She happened to come in here and she saw her walking. She literally yelled and she was like, ¿De dónde es este perro? Like, yo no lo quiero aquí, blah blah blah, like, right. And guys, I was so sad. I was like, I'm gonna have to give her back, I'm gonna have to get rid of her. We happened to be in a rush that day, and my mom was like, you know what, we'll take care of it when we come back. So we left, came back. Don Roberto came through, you guys. He lied to my mom. He told her that the only way to give him back is to take her to the pound, and we would owe a fee of 100 or 200. Doña Maria fell for it, and we ended up keeping her. It was such, I happened to work my magic, and my dad came through and he helped me, and we kept her. Thankfully, she's here, full of health, no problems whatsoever. I'm gonna introduce you to my Cocker Spaniel, full breed. She just got groomed. She's been a part of the family for 2 years. And yeah, that is pretty much the story of how I got my baby girl.